Shalom, 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 Israel. It's your king and shepherd, KD, coming with another message of daily edification to edify the body of the elect, the Most High. In the name of Yahweh, Bashem, Mashiach, Yahushai, all praises due. Peace and salutations, Royal House of David. Here for another edification session. This session today is of the utmost importance. All right. And I want y'all to listen to me real good. Y'all know what I always say, if the shoe fit, lace it up, right? Well, this is one of those situations. All right. Now, when I started the rod of iron, the Most High gave me clear-cut instructions to run it by the word of the Most High, His word. All right. Don't deviate. Don't go to the left or to the right. And since day one, I've done my best to carry out that order. So one thing I wanted here, number one, was a strong backbone with strong brothers that know their position and who they are and what the Most High requires of them. All right, starting with me first. See, I can't be a leader if I'm compromised. I can't be a leader if people can control me through any means, blackmail, lies, anything. Can't be an effective leader that way. I got to be above reproach, and I require the men that serve under me to have that same regiment, because that's what I exhibit. That's what I put forward. All right. And I believe I have that. I'm very proud of the military ranks that we've established. I'm very proud of all of you brothers that are in here. I just want to tell y'all that. All right. Moving on. What I also wanted to do was implement something for Aqua. All right. I wanted our women to have a place to go if they so choose. Just like the brotherhood. The brotherhood is not for everybody. The ranks are not for everybody. The columns are not for everybody. Daughters with daggers, it's not for everybody. Understand that. There's no problem with that. But if you do decide to take part in that, all right, there's certain standards that I'm looking for you to uphold. All right. So with that being said, all right, what I try to do, right, is to give both the men and the women a certain amount of distance and space. Now the brothers, I tap in every now and then, but we got Chieftain that's running that. All right. After SAR passed away, all right, Chieftain took over, doing an excellent job, and he's growing, you know, day by day. He's learning better ways to lead and better ways to be more effective as a leader, which is what I want, which is what the Most High wants. All right. I don't expect people to be perfect. I don't. But I do expect you to strive to be the best that you can be. All right. Now, when it comes to you ladies, daughters with daggers, I'm for the most part pleased with what I see and what I hear. I believe the lessons are, you know, pretty structured when you get them. All right. But there was an incident a few days ago that I have a problem with that I can't and won't ignore. All right. There's a lot of times that, you know, when you hold your meetings and everything, it's no big secret. Y'all know I'm right there. Most of the time I'm knocked out sleep. Because my wife holds them in the living room. All right. So, no way around that. And there's no big thing. All right. I give y'all, you know, privacy. And if I'm asked a question or something like that, then I might chime in for a minute, but I give y'all time. But it's something that I heard a couple of nights ago, and I was disturbed. It really greatly disturbed my spirit, and I'm gonna let you know right off the top, I didn't like it. So I have to address it today. And what I heard was some talk about witchcraft. All right. I believe it started from kind of a casual conversation about an actress. I guess the girl that used to be on Living Single. He played character of Maxine, you know, had Khadijah, had Overton and all of that. I know y'all that probably watched the show know who I'm talking about. Dark-skinned lady with the braids. All right. She was speaking about her mama, I guess, was a damn witch. So, kind of went off on into that. But for the sake of professionalism, this is just a warning. One of y'all in the group seems to be connected to that in a personal way. All right. I know about it because I heard. I know that you have a witch in your family. I'm not gonna put your name out, but when you hear this video, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. All right. If you're still connected to a witch in your family, and I don't care who it is, and I know who it is, right? You need to listen to me real carefully. All right? This is probably the most serious offense that can be charged against anybody. And you got to be careful, because your husband is one of my men. All right? And what I heard, your conversation, the way you carry it, it don't sound like you really have a problem with it. You know what I mean? You sounded kind of borderline proud of it, you know. I heard you say myself. This ain't no shit I done heard from nobody else. I heard this my damn self. I heard you tell the girls, you know, yo, y'all would be amazed at my mama and the celebrities that, you know, that she had to come see her. Man, look, don't nobody give a fuck about that here, man. All right, that ain't even conversation that should be had. When I heard it, it pissed me off. I ain't gonna even lie. So I'm here to ask you. You ain't got to answer. Are you a witch? Because if you are, two things gonna happen. Either you won't be coming with us, right? And if you do, and I find out, you're gonna be executed on the spot. That's just point blank. And I want to let you know that. You know who I'm talking to, right? All that witch shit, I don't ever want to hear that shit again. I'll shut the whole Daughters But Daggers shit down. I'm going to do that anyway. Once we get out of here, ain't going to be no more of that. But it's for y'all to have prayer and to talk about the Most High, shit like that. Nobody opening the door to that shit no more. Nobody. Ain't blaming nobody, you know. People kind of chimed in. Y'all was kind of talking about, if that's all you got to talk about, go ahead and cut the shit off. Period. If you got a king, right, that's representing him real fucked up, that's going to affect everything that he doing. Now, I'm not going on what I heard from nobody else. I'm going on what I heard my damn self. Another thing I got a problem with, I got a problem, all right, trying to be diplomatic about this shit. But I'm just going to say it the way it is. I heard your son come in. I heard him talk to you and, you know, want to be with you, want to be around you. All right. And I heard how you talk to him. Now, if you want to talk to him like that or whatever, then that's you. But right now we in captivity still. Right? The way I heard you talk to him, it pissed me off. I'm going to tell you why. Because that's how you break a man. You break him when he's young. See? And by the time he's older, he won't feel shit about himself. The first person that killed black men is their fucking mama. Did not like the way you talk to him. I'm just going to tell you that. No, he ain't my son. Not like that. You dig what I'm saying? But that shit ain't going here, man. If I catch any motherfucker talking that, when we get out of here, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a whole new motherfucking day. Any motherfucking woman I hear talking that, the Bible say, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Nappy head this, get the fuck out of here. You get on my goddamn nerves. I don't like that shit. He's a fucking kid. Fuck is wrong with you? Now, enough is enough. Like I say, representing your king real fucked up, man. King, I don't know no other way to do it, man. You got to get a handle on shit. Because I see what's going on. And if your princess is bold enough to do that shit, all right, in front of the women, in front of you, I can imagine how shit is when there's no phone or no meeting going on. I don't know what the fuck you dealing with in that house. You better get it straight. That's all I'm going to tell you. Like I say, is it my business? It is right now because you part of this body. Now, if y'all want to separate and roll in that direction, do that. But don't fucking think that shit going to be done in my goddamn presence and I hear it and don't say nothing, because I will. I just got through dealing with these ignorant bitch ass niggas last month. And now I'm dealing with this. But that's my job. And I'm going to do my job. I love children. And I love our children. All right? That's what I'm going to say. And it's enough of that shit. It's enough of that shit, man. I don't like it. I don't like seeing kids broken, and I don't like their spirits broken. It's traumatic. In all of my years, my mama ain't never talked to me like that, ever. Not even close. So you better fix this shit. Because I can't tell you how pissed I am right now. It's greatly disturbed. Let me get some scripture. So that y'all know this is all legit. All right. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 28, starting at verse 1. And it came to pass in those days that the Philistines gathered their armies together for warfare to fight with Israel. And Achish said unto David, Know thou assuredly that thou shalt go out with me to battle, thou and your men. And David said to Achish, Surely you shall know what thy servant can do. And Achish said to David, Therefore will I make thee keeper of my head forever. He wanted to make David his own personal bodyguard. And Achish was the king of the Philistines, all right? But because David was fleeing from Saul, he had to get on a team with somebody, all right? Look at verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him, and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. You hear that? This is what Saul did. It says he put away those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. All right. Verse 4. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. Why? Because the Most High had already fired Saul for being disobedient, but Saul was still on the throne. All right. So he stopped talking to Saul. The Most High took the prophet away from him, and Saul couldn't get a word from the Lord. That's what scared him. So he's like, what do I do? And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not. The Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. The Most High cut him off, man. And look what he said in verse 7. Then Saul said unto his servants, Seek me a woman that have a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, Behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went, and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. So, would that let you know? When you ain't dealing with the Most High, you're dealing with a fucking demon. All right. Verse 9. And the woman said unto him, Behold, you know us what Saul have done, how he hath cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? Saul sought her out. That put him on the Most High's extreme wicked list. And he didn't cut all of the women and warlocks out of the land because she was still alive. See, this is why the Most High clipped his ass, because he didn't fucking listen, man. Look at verse 10. And Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. So he gave her a pass, being a fucking witch. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel. Look at verse 12. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. She screamed. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. See, she was freaked out because he's the king. He was supposed to kill her ass. And here he is asking her to help him. And when Samuel really popped up, it scared her, because see, witches are used to dealing with familiar spirits, but this wasn't a familiar spirit. This was Samuel himself. The Most High allowed him to come back just for this. Verse 13. And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw powers ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stopped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, Why have you disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and power is departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from you? Is he become your enemy? And has become your enemy. And the Lord have done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord have rent the kingdom out of thy hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. Because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executest his fierce wrath upon Amalek, therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. So, this is what disobedience get you. Get your ass clipped. The Most High don't fuck around, right, with witches, warlocks, and all that. Let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18, starting at verse 9. It says, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. All right. So we're in captivity right now. So this is just a warning. All right. This is a warning. When we cross over into our land, which is coming real soon, all right, all of these things is going into effect. Look at verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. All right, that's somebody that fuck around with dead people. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations the Lord thy power doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy power. All right, so you got to be perfect with the Lord. Your heart better be perfect towards him. Let me get another precept. Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So let me be abundantly clear. All right. Just a word of warning. All right. This is real good. If you're a witch, if you hang around witches, if you like witches, if you don't have an intense hatred for witches, then you need to get the fuck from around me. And I don't give a fuck who it is. Grandmama, daddy, auntie, sister, daughter. I don't give a fuck. All right? I don't. I want that to be abundantly clear. And like I say, find out you're a witch. All right? I'm going to get you. And I'm going to get everybody that's around you too. Even the ones that know you a witch and just allow you to progress, I'm going to get them too. See? Now out here, like I say, all I could do is warn you. Want to come with me? Better put that shit away. God forbid you try to sneak the motherfucker on holy ground where we at. God forbid. Kill your whole fucking family, man. It's just bottom fucking line. Playing with no fucking witches. That's a direct affront to the Most High. Right? Now, this is why when you have a women's ministry, it got to be a man over it. Sometimes the conversations can go off the rail, so to speak. All right. But I'm glad I caught this because it disturbed me. That and the way that I heard that child was talked to. I don't like that shit. If I hear it again, sit. Sit for you. So, like I say, I know you're king. Not gonna out him. But you better fix that shit. If I hear it again, it's gonna be it. He gonna have a choice to make. And King, listen, I love you, bro. All right? First and foremost, this is love. But we getting ready to get the fuck out of here. Wouldn't be right for me not to warn you in the direction you headed. All right? So, I don't like that shit. And the Most High, he detests that. I love children too much to sit back and listen to a young boy get talked to like that, or a young lady. Kids are going to be protected here too. Suffer the little children and forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of heaven. For if you shall offend one of these little ones that believeth in me, and this boy believe, right? Believe. It would be better that a millstone be tied around your neck and you cast into the deepest ocean. So take care how you talk. The children, you don't own them. They're on loan to you. They belong to the Most High. That's what they do here. Now, if that ain't what you want, you go ahead and try to disengage. Most High get them anyway. If the boy or the girl is elect, they're children. Children can be irritating. They can. But they're kids. What do you expect? Right? They're children. Love them. Discipline them in love. Don't cut them down and don't fucking break their spirit, or I'm going to break yours. All right. All I can do is warn you. This is just a witch hunt. But find out, like I say, it's gonna be dire consequences. Yeah, I know we got our Gadad coming up next month. All these brothers coming down here. Brothers, I told y'all, if y'all want to bring y'all son, you can. All right, because this is how it's gonna be in the kingdom. At 6 years old, the boy's gonna be weaned off of their mama, and they're gonna be with us most of the time. Going to spend very little time with their mama. These boys are going to be raised to be men. Their spirits are going to be intact by the time they're 18 or 19. They're going to know who they are. They're going to know what their mission is. It's to protect this nation. And to continue to guide this kingdom in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And they are not going to get that way being broken by their mamas. That shit stops now. So, play if you want to. This is in love. All right? But make no mistake. Just because it's in love don't mean that when the time comes, I would not fuck you up. Because I will. Now, nobody got to be part of this body. Like I told y'all before. I'll go by my damn self. But I'm going to go in righteousness. If you want to come along, come. But take care how you come. Don't bring no bullshit in here. Take care of how you deal with your children. Take care of how you deal with your husband. Take care of how you deal with your house. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and break away on this. Y'all chew on this, and I'll get back at y'all. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's your King and Shepherd KD, and I'm out. Shalom.